What's poppin', Rocky Top? Welcome back to Poppin Politics, UT's very own political wrap-up show. I'm Ben Pham, usually the cameraman and editor, filling in for Evan Mays today. Let's get started. In national politics, the South Carolina primary happened yesterday. Going into it, former Vice President Joe Biden was appearing to be the heavy favorite for the state, despite lagging behind Senator Bernie Sanders in national polls. With Super Tuesday just around the corner, South Carolina will help set the scene for what's to come. Governor Bill Lee announced a bill on Thursday to allow Tennessee citizens over the age of 21 to carry handguns without permit. The bill, which does have some location restrictions, is championed by Governor Lee as a way for state citizens to better protect themselves. Lee is quoted as saying, "We need to be increasingly vigilant in strengthening laws to protect our citizens." The bill will also increase penalties for unlawful carry or stealing of firearms. Coming into the local area, Senator Amy Klobuchar is set to be in town this weekend. Senator Klobuchar, who is currently polling 6th in national polls, plans to be in Knoxville on Saturday and in Nashville on Sunday to promote her campaign ahead of Super Tuesday. Now on to our favorite segment, Who the heck is this person? This week, we're talking about Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York City and one of the candidates for U.S. president this year. Michael Bloomberg was born in 1942 in Boston, Massachusetts. He attended Johns Hopkins University, where he graduated with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and eventually went on to Harvard Business School to complete a master's in business administration. In the early 1980s, Bloomberg formed his company that would go on to become Bloomberg LP. Originally known as Innovative Market Systems, Bloomberg's company focused on creating computer terminals for Wall Street firms, which would allow them access to real-time data on market information and calculations. Bloomberg stepped away from the CEO position in 2001 when he became the mayor of New York City, but returned in 2014. With him running in the 2020 presidential election, he has since stepped away from his company again. In 2002, Mike Bloomberg assumed the mantle of mayor of New York City, running on a platform of reforming public education in the city for his first term. Bloomberg took over a city that was reeling from the attacks that had just happened months before. He successfully won re-election in 2005 and 2009, finally leaving office in 2013. Under Bloomberg's tenure, public education did improve and crime rates dropped, but not without controversy. His stop and frisk program, which Bloomberg expanded on to reduce crime, was viewed as a violation of Fourth Amendment rights, and the city was ordered to restrict the practice by federal courts. In late 2019, Bloomberg announced his bid for the 2020 Democratic nomination. Originally wanting to stay away from the election, Bloomberg formally entered the race as he was dissatisfied with the current field of candidates. Having entered the race so late, Bloomberg decided to ignore the first few states in the primary process to instead focus on the larger states, which have more delegates on the table to win. Well, that's it for us at the Daily Beacon. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Poppin Politics. Don't forget, the Tennessee Democratic primary is this Tuesday, so go out there and vote. I'm Ben Pham, signing off.